Bill's Bake Shop will make you happy. Bill Cast is the owner, and he and his staff keep the tradition going with all those bakery items that you remember as a kid. Just to name a few items, Bill makes cream sticks, cinnamon rolls, bear claws, cream horns, cannoli, cakes, pies, cookies, bread, pizza, and so much more. Bill's Bake Shop, located at 228 North Liberty Street of the Mahoningtown section of Newcastle, is open Tuesday through Saturday, 7 to 5, and Sunday, 7 to 2, closed on Monday. Bill's, where smiles are everywhere. Call 724-654-4223.
Ah, the Land of Oz. Open from 10 to 6, Monday through Friday, right next to Subway downtown. You'll find stuff for the kids, teens, women, and men's fashions. Stunning accessories and casual wear. If you need something original or something traditional, you'll find it at the House of Oz, next to Subway. Let's talk with Norm.
We're with
Norm Lutton.
Norm, you're the owner of Crazy Car Restoration. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, it's a new company we're opening up. Originally, we was Lutton Auto Repair, and we're adding on a little bit. And we're trying to bring out some custom cars for people somewhere in between the $5,000 and $20,000 range, what people can actually afford today. Anymore, all these cars are so expensive. We're just trying to make ends meet for other people.
That sounds great now.
But I've been fixing cars for over 35 years.
That's great.
So when you have a repair, big or small, call
To entertainment with NCTV45 and NC Radio 450.
2P, Gifts and Thrifts, many treasures. Now let's talk with one of the owners. Hi, this is NCTV45, and your name is?
Paula Mandaglio.
Paula, pleased to meet you. Can you tell us a little bit about 2Ps, Gifts and Thrifts?
Absolutely. Our thrifts and gifts. We do high-end thrift items, personalized gifts, and repurposed furniture.
We're going to catch up with Peggy.
Sure.
Is
Peggy Cousins.
And can you tell us a little bit about thrifts and gifts? 2P. You have giftware.
Uh-huh.
And I see the kids' clothes.
Mm-hmm.
You're a mini department store.
Correct.
There you go. Well,
we have something for everyone.
2P, Gifts and Thrifts.
It's Butts Flowers in downtown Newcastle for fine gifts and more. It's Flowers, 120 East Washington Street, Newcastle, with a wide variety of flowers for any occasion. Call Butts Flowers, 724-652-7727, or toll free from anywhere, 1-800-443-7726. It's Butts Flowers in downtown Newcastle.
The Globe Leader, your hometown newspaper since 1880. Go to nwglobe.com to read fascinating articles. If you know someone who would enjoy this amazing publication as much as you do, why not give them a gift subscription? I'm excited about getting this into the homes of as many people as possible. Please send their email address and we'll do the rest. Call 724-946-8098. That's the Globe Leader, your hometown newspaper since 1880. Keep watching NCTV45 for Cook in the Castle. You're going to love it.
We have a great relationship with Main Street Clothiers and Custom Tailors in downtown Newcastle at 210 East Washington Street. And whenever you watch Focus NC, my wardrobe is furnished by Main Street Clothiers and Custom Tailors.
To see what's going on NCTV45, watch our viewer's guide.
This is a special presentation of NCTV45. Hello and welcome to Newcastle Alive, where we cover things in and around, events in and around Newcastle and Lawrence County. Today I have a couple special guests. You all remember Martha,
Hello.
Constance, and Larry Corvi from New Visions. We're here to talk about the Holly Jolly Holiday Tour that was downtown last weekend, and good time had by all, huh, Martha?
Yes, it was. It was a very good time.
You know, why don't you tell us a little bit about where the tour started, first of all?
The tour started in the Confluence. And at that point, everybody gathered, and the TPA was generous enough to put out bags for everyone, and we had our gift basket for everybody to see at the end, be interested in the raffle. And we met the conductor, Michelle Goodman, and a little bit of the tour was explained how it was going to go, and we began our journey. There was a pianist there, actually, and he was fabulous.
Oh, that is great. Larry, what was some of the feedback from the merchants?
Well, the merchants did very well, and the comments we got from them were that people who were on the tour enjoyed it, had fun, said they possibly would come back, which is, again, one of the things we were trying to do is get people interested in coming into downtown. And I would add, Angela, too, we got a lot of comments from people who were in the tour. I mean, they commented that, a couple of things. They made comments about, they were surprised about some of the treasures that they actually found downtown. Some things they may not have been aware of. They commented that they'd like to see more of these, and a number of them said that they would be back next year or sooner if we have such an event. So the comments were all very favorable.
You know, and we've been on NCTV45, on Newswatch, and on Community Happenings, talking about some of the little treasures that you can find downtown, and there's quite a few. Now, when the train left the station at the Confluence, where did they travel then?
We traveled to the Newcastle Public Library, and on our way we did a think and think exercise. Do you know what that is?
No, tell us about that.
Okay. A think and think exercise is where people will think to themselves, what am I most thankful for? And then say it out loud. And as everybody says it out loud, generally it spurs everybody else's thoughts of, what else am I thankful for? And it puts everyone in a wonderful mood and just really sets the beat up.
That is fantastic because, you know, we do have a lot to be thankful for. Larry, why don't you tell them about some of the things we have to be thankful for downtown, like the new businesses we have in the past year?
Well, again, just in the past year itself, going back to about this time last year, first of all, you have the Confluence, which came online. And again, the Confluence is served as a coffee house, and of course you can buy foods and luncheons and sandwiches and such there, but it's also a gathering spot. A number of meetings are being held there, community meetings, volunteer meetings, some of the service clubs meet there, so that is one. And then as you look at where we are sitting right now, Angelo, at the Washington Center, this place became purchased by Tom Wilson, a new landlord, last year. And Tom has actually filled this whole center in the past year. I don't know the exact count on businesses that have been
I'm not sure
added
myself.
to the place, but as I understand, though, it has not been filled since 2004. So again, a number of businesses. Most recently, Keller Williams just opened, I think just adjacent to you here,
Yes,
on Friday. And Keller Williams is one of the largest real estate agencies in the United States, locating in Newcastle. And by the way, at their grand opening, they said they had a choice of opening a site in the Pittsburgh area or way up here, north of Pittsburgh. Mm-hmm. And we got to be the spot where they decided to come. So again, I think that's another positive. Again, some other things other stores that have opened in recent months. We've had the Jefferson Street Mini Mart on Jefferson Street. The Hurricane Grill at the corner of Mill and North Street has opened up. Melva's shop on North Street, and most recently Land of Oz, which is I would say it's a woman's boutique. You can find some items for men in there, and that is located right next to Subway. So when you look back over the past year, I would say that there has been quite a bit of business downtown coming to downtown, and is very positive. And the other thing is, even though you can measure and count the number of businesses, I think what's more important, Angelo, is the attitude downtown and the positive energy downtown. It's much more positive. The business owners are feeling good about themselves, I think. I think we're starting to get feedback from the residents about good things downtown. And you have people like Martha, a very positive young lady who stepped up and put up her hand about 6 weeks ago to organize this progressive tour event, all volunteer time that she has put in. And you might want to ask her a couple questions about that, because she did a great job at organizing the event.
There you go.
Thank you, Larry.
What went into organizing an event this massive?
Oh man, what went into it? A lot of great intention. Honestly, it was. I think it's amazing because so many people. I always compliment my mother. She took me to everything with her, and that's how I learned how to be at meetings and to have productive meetings conducted and to learn where there's a need and to fill it. And so that was basically all that happened here. Was there was a need, everybody wanted to do something for the holiday season, so I said, okay, like, I think I could do this, and just everybody came together. It really wasn't, I'm going to be honest, it really wasn't a bunch of tooth pulling or anything like that. It was just, okay, what do we want to do? And then people said it, and it was like, okay, how do we get that done? And people said it, and then it was like, well, let's divvy it up and get it done. And we did.
You know, and Larry, just to piggyback on what you said, that is the positive attitude that is coming out downtown, because at NCTV45, we see that as a new business, because we started shortly after the confluence, and there's been a parade of success that we see throughout the downtown. Hats off to New Visions, too, for finding the volunteers and the people to step to the plate.
Hey, we simply served as a kind of a venue or a gathering group, and the people have stepped up. They've responded, quite honestly. And a lot of it goes back to a couple of our volunteers, Ralph Pishneri and Joe Grimm.
Great guys.
A year ago, they walked downtown a number of times and introduced New Visions on a one-to-one basis to most of the downtown businesses, including landlords. And because of their early work, they built a foundation for us, New Visions as a group, to establish a rapport, a relationship with the downtown businesses. And that's been very positive. We didn't have that a year ago. And to comment on your comment about a positive attitude, New Visions is working to help revitalize the community. We're working with different organizations, the city and the county, on that. We feel that we could assist, and we have all volunteers. But again, the first step in revitalizing the community, I believe, is making sure that you have a positive attitude, or changing a negative attitude, which many have said we've had for years, into a positive. Because there are a lot of great things about living in Newcastle and Lawrence County, and sometimes we kind of forgot about those things. You got to bring those things back to the surface, and I think what's happening downtown is a group of people that have worked together, come together, and found that there are great things about downtown. And downtown revitalization can lead to revitalization of the entire county eventually. Successful downtowns, neat downtowns that people like to come to frequent the shops and restaurants and such, can serve as a magnet to help revitalize communities. It's been done all around the United States. And I think with Martha and volunteers like that Newcastle is beginning to make a turn.
Amen. Hey, now, we're at the library and Station 2, and the train leaves, and where are we headed?
Okay, the distinguished young women are actually our leaders at this point, and we are now headed to all of the stops along the way, which are our little shops. So first up was Hurricane's Grill, and
great place to eat.
Oh, yes,
Agreed.
They definitely quality. And inside of it, Maureen Scott had Irish cookies ready for everybody.
There you go.
And she, it was actually her grandmother's recipe, and that was part of the tour that everybody wanted, was that feeling of tradition. And so everybody brought their own traditions to the table, and then allowed people to come into their shops and into their world and get to experience that. It really added a personal touch. We also had Phil Sinceri, and Yes, and oh man, he's great. I have a little video of him. I'll send for you later.
We'll have to look at that later at the end of the show.
Yeah. Oh, what an enthusiastic man. I really enjoyed talking with him. So he housed cards that were picked up from Phil Sinceri's barbershop and taken over to Status Event Planning and Party Room. And inside there, we had Rick Stoner and his Christmas Jazz Band. Excellent. They were.
That is tremendous.
Yes, I actually have a little video of that for you too. Inside Status Event Planning and Party Room, everybody filled out what they appreciated about Newcastle on the cards. And they were strung together in a garland, and by the end of the tour, they were hung on a Christmas tree, donated by NCTV45's.
Yeah, we were able to help out, and we were happy to be able to donate a Christmas tree and put things in a positive light. We've been working along those lines, and with the help of Larry and Ralph and New Visions and a lot of people.
Yes.
Tom Wilson, we appreciate that.
We appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. And, okay, so going along the line, next up we had Let's Do It Again. Inside, she had little mini cupcakes for everybody, an American tradition. From Let's Do It Again, we go into Lorelei's Danceware. Inside there, they had Slovenian food. So we had Slovenian cookies, sausage and pierogies. Oh, man, that was...
That sounds great.
Yes, it was. And then we have Melva's Deja Vu, and she had sweet potato pie. And next to them, we had Nails by Van. She had Vietnamese treats for everybody.
Wow.
Yes. So that ended North Street and onto Mercer Street with Hazel's, who made baklava and a cookie called gurambiedes.
Oh.
Yes, it's a butter cookie that's covered in powdered sugar.
That sounds absolutely delightful.
Oh, it was. And everybody was, he told some of the Greek traditions and about how the cookies were made and all of that. And we had sweet potato bread at All in a Nutshell.
And
Mercer
Keith,
Street.
let me tell you, I'm after that hat, Keith.
Oh.
Keith has what I call a Frank Sinatra hat, and I'm dying to get my hands on that hat. He has great men's clothes.
Oh,
and
yes,
it's right
he
next to
does.
your office, Larry. And
He's looking good. He's always looking good.
So when
Sharp.
you see me walking down with my Frank Sinatra hat, it's because of Keith.
Sounds good.
I look forward. I'm a huge fan of Frank Sinatra, Angela.
There we go.
Okay, and at that point we all came together, and I must compliment the distinguished young women. They led those the groups of people. Mm-hmm.
Larry, talk about your office. If people want to volunteer, how do they find Larry Corvi?
Well, again, we do have an office. It's at 106 North Mercer. It's right next to All in a Nutshell. The other side of us is the Capitol Grill. They can find us there. I'm in and out of the office. I do have to say it's a one-person office. If I'm not there, they can leave a note. I'll get back in touch with them. Another way to reach me, of course, is lcorvi@comcast.net. That'd be my email address and phone, 724-614-0253. And we're always interested in adding new people to New Visions. Guests are welcome. New volunteers are welcome. And our numbers have been creeping up since late summer. We've been adding a few volunteers all along the way during the fall season here. So we've got a growing group, but there's room for everybody.
That is great. Now, as we came down North Street, or North Mercer Street,
Mm-hmm.
we're heading towards Washington Street.
Yes, and we had Christmas carols led by the distinguished young women. And along the way, really getting everybody in it together. It was
What a tremendous, tremendous time.
Yes. It was kind of funny because everybody was a little hesitant at first. We're singing, and of course they're familiar songs.
Right.
And it's like people felt maybe a little embarrassed, but then once they got into it, it was just that feeling of, yes, this feels great to sing and to sing together and to, light up the world with some sound. So...
And that'll be tremendous because we look forward to doing this again next year.
Absolutely.
And as the momentum continues, Larry, of bringing people downtown, the thing can only grow, right?
Exactly. And I tell you what Martha and her group did was they presented an experience for those who participated. And that's really a key today, because people have many choices, many opportunities, many ways to spend their leisure time. And this was more than just a shopping event. This was an experience where people got to enjoy some ethnic foods. They got to enjoy making some friends, some socialization, singing carols, their bonding, etc. And it was just a great experience. And really, Martha's being very modest, as you could hear all the attention to detail that she put into this event. And she went as far as having scripts for people to know what they were going to say at each of the stops. It was very well planned out. I mean, it was just a super event. And I might add, don't forget one of the last stops. It was, because again, the experience that they had was making an ornament at the last stop. And I don't know if you were going to get there or not.
You go ahead.
Okay.
I was on my way.
You were on your way.
We're on our way.
Right.
Choo-choo.
That's right.
Okay, so down Mercer Street, we filtered into Kaufman's Corner. And Kaufman's Corner was another stop along the way. They provided apple cider to warm everybody up after that chilly walk. And we're given some information about Kaufman's Corner and the service they provide to the community. So that was a great outreach moment. From there, we came to our third station, which was the Love Light Boutique and Yoga Studio. And inside, Lorraine led us in a craft. It was a Christmas tree making. Oh my God. Like I said before, it was quintessential Christmas. We had this rod when she already made the loop to hang on the Christmas tree, and then everybody tied ribbons around it, and then we cut it and sprayed it so that it actually was a Christmas tree. Yeah.
Wow, how fascinating.
It was, and all of that was done to the backdrop of the Salvation Army brass band.
Just a tremendous time.
You had to be there.
Absolutely.
You felt Christmas in the room.
Right.
It was very emotional.
Well,
It was
we-
very nice.
It
very
was.
nice.
We have some pictures of that, and we ran them on Newswatch, but we're also going to show them here on Newcastle Live. So we'll take a look at those pictures.
Sure.
Now, after they left the Love Light Boutique, okay, and that's a real secret because nobody realizes how real fascinating that place is.
Absolutely.
Then I know Butts was having their open house Christmas,
They did.
and what a tremendous time. I don't know if anybody's watched the Butts' 12 Days of Christmas, but some of the stuff that Mark has in there is just fascinating. And I actually got a Christmas gift that I needed to get for our exchange at our party, family party that we're having this weekend. Just absolutely stunning. Now, you walked past there to Two Artisan Coffee, I believe.
Well, we had another stop along the way.
Okay.
At Little Johnny's too.
Oh, that's right. You
Yes.
know what? He told me he made over 80 pizzas.
He did. He served over 80 slices of pizza. We started the tour, and our head count was probably about a little over 50. By the end of the tour, we definitely crossed over 70.
Wow.
Yes.
And that speaks of the momentum that we're having downtown. When Larry and New Visions talk about the positive aspect of downtown, or you hear it on NCTV45, a lot of people go, well, I've been told, well, you just can't keep saying good things, Larry. How do you respond to people that give that negative type attitude?
Well, I would say that it's more than saying good things. You can actually do good things, and you could do good things in downtown. And I don't know if that's what you were referencing.
Right.
Yeah, I think that downtown is more than just saying a phrase people ought to come downtown. Based on what Martha and her group of volunteers did, they put together, as I mentioned a few minutes back, something that people could experience by coming downtown. You can't do that by shopping the shops in Neshannock, and I'm not knocking Neshannock, I live in Neshannock, but you can't get that same feeling by other parts of the community. You can get that in a downtown. So I think downtown does have something to offer. It's a shopping experience, They're unique stores that you can't find anywhere else. And I think once people start to see those, that we will even see more of a wave to people looking at downtown. As mentioned earlier, people are starting to open shops downtown, going back for the last past year. So I think it's more evidence that things are actually happening as opposed to just saying that they're going to happen. There's a movement that's started.
I agree.
There's some traction.
And you know, I've personally made a commitment to buying all my gifts downtown or in Lawrence County, because I think we have all of the goods and services that people constantly say we don't have at just as good or a better price.
And Angela, that's tremendous. I would challenge every family in the county to at least buy one of their Christmas items, one of their Christmas gifts downtown. They could find it, and it'll be unique. It'll be something they can't find anywhere else.
Right.
And if everyone did that, if half the people did that, again, we'd start to see a huge resurgence in our community. Because a lot of those dollars that we're talking about during the shopping season particularly are leaving our county. And that's hurting us in the long run, you know? It's hurting us.
Right. It hurts.
We need those tax dollars to stay here.
Right. And that's what I was going to add. It hurts all the way down the line, and it isn't for any type of reason.
Right.
So after and I happen to be a pizza lover.
Oh, yes.
After leaving Little Johnny's, heading over to Artisan Coffee, I believe it was then.
Yes. Well, actually, one more.
While
we're still in Little Johnny's, there was pizzelles available for everybody. Can't forget those Italian cookies.
No, you can't. You know, I was eating there yesterday, and he went on to tell me about the cookies and the pizza. Matter of fact, he wrote everything for me down on a paper plate so that I would remember to say it. You know,
Perfect.
Because I was bringing it out, but we had to arrange our schedule a little differently, so the paper plate's in the conference room.
Okay. Oh, that's great. And I know Chris was so excited, which is awesome. Everybody was really excited. So now that we departed Little Johnny's, we arrive at our next stop, which is inside Station 4, Two Rivers Artisan Coffee Works.
There you go.
Yes, inside Two Rivers, there was a one-man band, and he was actually really excellent. He sang some of my favorites and played a lot of great music that went into Christmas and out of Christmas, and it was just like, yeah, he was quality musician. And they also, Hector Marquez gave some history about the downtown, and you saw everybody's head shaking to what he was saying about this is what we're doing, this is why we're doing it, and like the whole group was just, yep, we're all on board. It was.
That's tremendous. And Larry, there's a new restaurant going in there also.
Yes.
That's what we're hearing right after the first of the year. So.
Yes.
And again, I think another new restaurant will be great for downtown. It'll complement the restaurants that are already here.
Right.
Another positive sign, Amanda.
You know, and not to just, go back a station, but, Chris also has that you can get pasta down there. So he has pasta and meatballs. We have Four Brothers up the street. We have Lanigan's next door. We have two quality coffee shops that serve pastry and sandwiches. And then you go off of Washington Street, and I absolutely love Big J's Hurricane Grill and Hazel's. So, and nobody knows, I brought up this at the last meeting. They won an award at Capitol Grill.
Oh, yes. That's right.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about the award?
Okay. Well, my brother, I have two brothers, and one runs the Capitol Grill and the other is a chef. And so they worked together, and I mean, they love the experience for people. And they worked together to create a sauce called Strawberry Hat. And that's what, through so many trials and errors, they developed this sauce, and it is just delicious. I don't even know how to describe it. I don't like spicy things, but I love this sauce. And it covers their chicken wings, which are always, quality product that's purchased. And my brother took it to a competition, and it won first place.
There you go.
Yep.
See, and that's why I look forward to Larry buying me lunch.
Me too.
I gladly would. It's a celebration of downtown. I'd be glad to do it.
Good.
There we go. So, what a quality experience again in downtown Newcastle, which kind of fits the name of our show, Newcastle Alive.
Yes.
I want to thank Larry Corvi for stopping by, and Larry, I drag him so many places off the street. I'm like,
Not a problem, man. Glad to be here.
and also Martha, who I called by her last name for a long time before I started calling her Martha.
That's okay.
So for Angelo Perrotta and NCTV45, thanks for tuning in to Newcastle Alive. And until next time, it's like I always say, get that second cup of coffee, and we'll see you again soon. Have a great day.
Whether it's time to fix the furnace, throw the salt, shovel the drive, it's Paul D. Weller Hardware. We have what you need. Whether it's time to get warm, make the macaroni, make the ravioli, make the pizzelles, throw another log on the fire, or get ready for Christmas. It's Paul D. Weller Hardware. Hey, let's go sled ride. The Beanery Depot and Deli. Coffee, made-to-order subs, snacks, and more. Meatball sandwiches, fresh and hot. Pepperoni rolls, fish sandwiches, chicken, milkshakes. The Beanery Deli. When you're hungry for something special, and it won't cost you a lot of beans.
Make it Lanigan's Irish Pub, where you'll be amazed with the weekly specials. Pub grub, salads, burgers, sandwiches, Irish specialties, and desserts. Lanigan's has a full bar featuring domestic, craft, and Irish draft beer. You can also book a party at Lanigan's at 126 East Washington Street in downtown Newcastle. As they say at Lanigan's Irish Pub, the best Irish food since Ireland. Call 724-657-3444.
Join and save at Sam's Club. Receive up to a $25 gift card when you join or renew by December 31st. Certain exclusions apply. Simply bring this offer in to the member services desk of your local club to redeem. Your local club, Boardman, 6361 South Avenue, Boardman, Ohio. It's Sam's Club. Join and save. Germani's Jewelers in downtown Newcastle since 1947 at 39 North Mercer Street has watches, giftware, and much more. Mariana Jewelry made in Israel. Rings, diamonds, pendants of every shape, color, and size. Troll Jewelry, angelique bracelets. It's Germani's.
It's Little Johnny's Pizza 2 in downtown Newcastle with a great variety menu that you will tell everybody about. Chris Quiera, the owner, is here with more information.
Stop down and see us at Little Johnny's 2. We're located at 130 East Washington Street, or give us a call at 724-657-2210.
It's fall. Don't be a leaf and hang around, watch NCTV45 and listen to NC Radio 14.
Whether it's a scheduled appointment or same-day service, DiCaprio Carpet Cleaning offers 24/7 service for commercial, industrial, and residential, as well as fire and water damage restoration. Using state-of-the-art technology, DiCaprio Carpet Cleaning experts are ready to professionally clean your carpet today. Call DiCaprio Carpet Cleaning for a free in-home estimate. Thank you for making us Lawrence and Mercer County's largest carpet cleaner.
And remember,